I'm reading a book about depression. So, we're gonna tape record some of this because I can't find a freaking tape recorder. This is the book. It's called The Mindfulness and Acceptance Workbook for Depression by two PhDs, a couple. It's Kirk Strosahl and Patricia Robinson, both PhDs, and it includes in a CD with guided imagery and mindful exercises. Woo woo! Anyways, I'm on page 10. Where is page 10? Page 10 now. Has this cool diagram. So I'm gonna read some of this. I don't know where I'll be able to see myself, but hopefully it's right there. Hopefully. Get the orange juice out of the way. Okay, so here's a worksheet to help you keep track of your confidence in your grasp of the material presented in each chapter. After reading each chapter, come back to this worksheet and rate your confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10. When 1 indicates that you need more help and 10 indicates that you've totally got it, take your time with these initial chapters because they require you to get outside the box and rethink how depression is functioning for you and against you in your life right now. Where's my highlighter? For you and against you. If you give yourself a chance to complete part 1, we promise that you'll understand depression in a new way that will give you a fresh start on creating the kind of life you want to live. I did like drama class. I just wish they had it again. Okay. I don't know if I should write my answers in the book because they'll probably change from time to time of when I'm depressed. Part 1 Confidence Worksheet. What? What do you mean confidence? Okay, debriefing. If your confidence rating is 5 or less for any chapter, you might want to reread those sections of the chapter that were confusing to you. If that doesn't work, you might want to share the chapter with a friend or supporter and see if putting your heads together helps to clear the air. Enlisting this type of support often helps deepen your understanding and can inspire you to keep working your way through the program. It takes patience to make changes in your life. That's a great line. Be kind to yourself when you feel frustrated with the results you're getting. So I guess confidence doesn't mean like what I was thinking, which I was gonna say I'm about a 2. My confidence level as a person is probably about a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a great confidence level, healthy. I need more help. Definitely. Okay, maybe a 3. I don't know. On a good day, no. On a good day, I'd say 7. But that's on a really, really great day. 7's probably. Here's a quote. One of the saddest lessons of history is this. If we've been bamboozled long enough, we tend to reject any evidence of the bamboozle. The bamboozle has captured us. Once you give a charlatan power over you, you almost never get it back. Carl Sagan. What the fuck does that even mean? I really have no clue. No flipping clue. Okay. If you're looking at the self-help book, it's likely that you're struggling with serious issues in your life that you haven't been able to fix. You may be in a bad relationship, maybe even an abusive one. Maybe your job is at a dead end and you haven't mustered the courage to move on to something else because of the risks involved. You may simply be demoralized by the demands of life and the ongoing stress of it all. Perhaps you're trying to care for an aging parent while raising your children and pursuing a career. Perhaps you're having trouble with one or more of your children and can't find the right way to approach it. Or you might not be approaching it at all because you don't like conflict. You may be struggling with health problems that can't be solved, like chronic pain or a chronic disease like diabetes. Chronic disease? Define chronic. Perhaps you're fighting a secret or not so secret addiction to alcohol, drugs, sex, or food. Habits that help you escape from and numb personal pain in the short term. Wow. Or video games. That lead to more depression in the long run. It may be that you're so busy reliving your past that you've forgotten how to live in the present. Or worse, by letting your past dictate how you're willing to live in the present. You may simply... That's a good one for my parents. You may simply be living by the numbers, hoping that life will cut you a better deal if you follow all the rules. You might even be experiencing a lot of success in your life at the surface level. Earning a good salary and having a nice home and lots of toys, but feel unhappy and out of sorts anyways. That's great. Success on the surface level. Hoping that life will cut you a deal. Having a nice home and all this other shit. At first glance, none of these scenarios seems way out of the ordinary. These types of personal challenges are the bread and butter of everyday living. People fall in and out of love, get divorced, change or lose jobs, and grapple with unwanted events like illness and the death of loved ones. People often cope with stress in ways that don't work well. We need to learn how to cope with them well. For example, yoga, or meditation, or art, or music. Those are all fucking healing, amazing things. There are almost 24 million people dependent on alcohol and other drugs in the United States alone. Roughly 8.6% of the entire population. That's it. When was this book made? So we can know when the statistics were current. As of 2008. Nice. Very nice. The pervasiveness of these types of problems corresponds to the substantial lifetime risk of depression. Approximately 25% for women and 20% for men. This means that 1 in 4 women will experience depression, and 1 in 5 men. If you're reading this book in a bookstore or waiting room with 20 people in it, look around and guess which 5 people are or have been struggling with depression, or will do so in the future. Do these numbers suggest that something is amiss in our in our basic human training? Is depression the common cold of modern living? Yes. If so, what's the pathogen responsible for this epidemic of suffering? A fucked up paradigm. Duh.